here, I can get a head plus a red, right? Agree? I can have a head and a what? And a black. I can have a tail and a what? A red. I can have a tail and a what? A black. Okay. What is the chances that we will get a head and a red? 0.25 lah. Okay, this is probability theory. It's just 0.25 means what? 0.5 times 0.5. Understand? So everyone is, this is 0.5. Okay? Then this, so everyone is 0.25. All understand already? Okay. So now let's say I went naughty. So I repeat this one more time. Okay, that means what? Can you see? The next try I got a head red, I got a head blue, I got a tail red, and I got tail blue. Understand? Then I will have a probability here 0.25, 0.25, 0.25, 0.25, and then this one will branch out. Bottom, 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 right? Understand? You understand? Okay. This is called a decision tree or tree diagram. You understand? In fact, I'm using 15 minutes to teach what I would have taken 3 hours to teach. So you're good luck to you all. It's revision. Okay? 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 So this is called tree diagram. Okay, so later, if you don't understand, we refer back to here. Okay? Tree diagram or decision tree. Okay? Third one, see first. What is net present value or discounted cash flow? Okay, I ask you a very simple question. If I give you $100 now, do you prefer I give you $100 now or I give you $100 1 year later? Huh? Why? Because what? Because $100 now is worth more than $100 in the future. Understand? This is called discounted cash flow. Why is it called discounted? Because future cash flow has a lower value compared to now. Understand? Who don't understand? Okay. So let's say listen I got 0 year starting now 1 year later. Okay. And then 2 years. Okay. So listen. If here I got $100, here I got $100, okay? So in discounted cash flow, there's always this thing called the discount rate. Okay, it's like the interest or the inflation. Let's say this is 0.1. So $100 here, listen, is worth divided by 1.1. Understand? Follow? Because it's worth if $100 here, if you discount you bounce 2 times, point, right? It's worth So the net present value is this one. That means when you have discounted the future cash flow to the present and you sum them up, that's called the net present value. Understand? And if you don't understand, later you can ask me, okay? But if you are from finance, you understand. If you don't understand, you just say to discount back, you just divide by 1 plus whatever the discount rate. Okay. 明白不明白? Can or not? Okay, very good, thank you. Okay. Now go to trip logistics. Now the challenge card. Okay. We are going to combine these three concepts to solve a problem. Understand? Remember, this is just a division. Okay? So, discount cash flow, decision tree, I all cover already, right? Okay. So, we want to look at trip logistics. Okay. For trip logistics, I will not focus on how to calculate the cash flow because the cash flow calculation in trip logistics is totally different from the assignment. So don't waste time. Understand? We will focus on revising how to draw the decision tree, how to discount back the cash flow. Understand? Okay, so can't ask Mr. B how to calculate cash flow. Because even if I waste 15 minutes, not say waste, I spend 15 minutes, it's not going to help you in your assignment. Okay? So, over here, can you see first? Look here. What I only want you all to look at, listen, is the K. K equals to 0.1. That's the discount rate. Okay? Okay, then you discount back. Okay, this is the okay. So the other thing I want you all to look at, can you pay attention here? Can you look? Okay, the uncertainty. Okay, the uncertainty in demand and cost. Okay, so what is this uncertainty? If we go back to just now, this one, right? The uncertainty is like whether we get a head or tail, a red or black. Understand? It's the equivalent. You understand? Okay, so in the trip logistic example, the uncertainty is in the demand and cost. Okay, in your assignment, there's also two uncertainty. Understand? Luckily, it's quite similar. So, there's uncertainty in the demand. And spot price, okay, over the next 3 years. Okay. Don't worry about all this, this one not important. I'm just using this example to teach you all what to do. Okay. So look here. Demand, okay, can go up by 20%. Okay. With a probability of 0.5, it can go down by 20%. So that means what it means here is like that. Okay. Then another one, the spot price can go up by 10% with 0.5 probability, can go down by 10% with the other probability. Okay. So currently the demand is 100. So there's a 0.5 chance that it will go up by 20%. Understand? So D is 120. There is a 0.5 chance that it will go minus 20. So it will drop to 80. Understand so far? The spot price of the warehouse, there's a 50% chance it will increase 10%. Now it's 120. So increase 10% is 132. There's a 50% chance drop, so it becomes 108. Understand? So if we combine these two pictures, we have what? 4 scenarios. Do you understand now? Just now, toss coin and flip card. 明白吗? Okay. So we have this B equals to 120, B equals to 130. Okay. So this is the stage. Okay. In the example of street logistics, okay, remember you see 0.25, 0.25, 0.25, right? Okay, it's 0.5 times 0.5. Each one, because there's 2 periods, it will branch out again, understand? To another 4 branch. So 120, you know, is a 20% increase, 144, okay, 20%. Then this one is price increase, one price drop. Is that understand? So basically, if you were to draw out the demand, it will look something like that. Just to give you an idea, like that, right? Okay, for trip logistics, 0.25, 0.25, 0.45. Then from here, it will branch to 1, 2, 3, 4. It will branch to 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1. And each one you must put. Who don't understand? Okay. The actual amount, can you go and compute? If you don't understand, you can come and ask me. Okay. Because this one, the changes is demand go up by 20% or go down by 20%, right? Then this one is price go up by 10% or price go down by 10%. So if you mix and match, you are going to get all these figures. Okay. So the first thing I want you all to do is go and refer to your lecture notes and draw out these 3 first. If you cannot draw out these 3, don't bother to try A3. You are wasting your time. Okay, A3 is not something you try your luck, you get any marks, you get 0 marks. Okay, but if next week or the week after you do not know how to draw, you can come to me, I can teach you. And because it's revision. Okay? You can say, Mr. B, I cannot get, Mr. B, how do you get P is 64, D is 64, P is 0.97. I will show you, understand? I can explain to you because this is revision. Anybody? Or any question? is not the iceberg yet. This is only the tip. We haven't go to the iceberg yet. So the first part is to be able to come up with a decision tree. Okay? Next, we're going to calculate out the cash flow. So, listen up. So, in period 1, how many scenarios there are? How many? How many? 4. Period 2, how many? 16. But out of the 16, some is common, but don't worry. If you draw like that, it may be easier for you. Okay? Okay, this one you all need to pay 100% attention. If you don't pay attention, okay, I'm not going to help you.
这个东西免费的，忘记了，是厕所拍的，是拍照啊，对，应该是，我不会，你有上次没有穿衣服，那个我看了，那怎么弄
？Everyone, pay attention. Okay. Remember, period 1, we got 4 bubbles. Period 2, we suppose have 16, but here it shows less because certain bubble, how should I say, repeat or share the same. So, but it's 16 bubble. So listen carefully. I want you all to use trip logistics as a practice. Can you look over here? If you have the notes. Under each bubble, listen, there is a cash flow, right? Minus 33120, 4320 here, and then here, right? Okay? And then each one has a cash flow, okay? So, what I want you all to do, is this. No, this is my one. You can take a picture also, okay? Or later. I'll tell you what I want to show you how to do, okay? After today's lecture, you are supposed, let's say, let me explain first. There are 4 cash flow here, 4 cash flow here, 4 cash flow here, 4 cash flow here. Over here, there's 1 cash flow, 1 cash flow, 1 cash flow, 1 cash flow. First, I'm going to teach you all using the lecture example. Okay, so assume the cash flow is given. It's a given cash flow. Okay. I'm going to teach you all how to discount the 4 cash flow back here to get this value. Okay? And then after that we add this amount together. How to discount it back to get this value? We get this amount, this amount, this amount. Okay? And then finally discount it back here to get this. Okay? Again, I'm telling everybody, if you do not know how to get 3471, then also don't bother to do A3. Okay, so listen carefully. Now I'm going to show you how to get 10901. Okay? Okay. I think this one I prefer to use my own method. Okay, because I use the lecture notes. Remember I teach you expected value. So now we're going to apply the concept of expected value. So remember from here to each of the node, right? Can somebody tell me what's the probability? Anybody? Correct? Okay. So what we're going to do, step number 1. Remember, I'm revising. I'm just using my own way to revise it. So first, we want to calculate the expected value of these 4 cash flow. Okay. How to calculate? Anybody tell me? Each one have a probability of 0.25, right? So the expected value is what? 0.25 multiplied by minus 33,120 plus 0.254320 plus 0.252280 plus 0.252880. And we end up with minus 12,000. Who don't understand? Okay? You don't believe, you can try. So the first step, listen, is we compute. This one is called the expected value. Okay, because you need to show working. Okay, expected value. Okay, step number 1. Step number 2, listen, we good because this is period 2. This is period 1. We need to discount the what? Minus 12,000 back to this number. Okay, so how do we get this number? Minus 12,000. K is 0.1. So we discount back here, right? We divide by 1.1. Because it's 1 plus K. This one will give us understand? So this is the discount the cash flow from period 2 to period 1. Understand? So
I think this is what the sign. The sign.
Sorry, I try to shift the thing, but my this highlighter is okay. So this is the understand? Who don't understand? Who don't understand? Everyone can understand? Okay, so what I want you to do, listen. What I want you to do, we repeat the process, okay? So the cash flow here, you discount back here, you sum up. So this is like this one, you collect back to here, okay? Then after that, because this is the existing cash flow, this is given, you sum up. Similarly, this one, listen, you take expected value. Number one, take expected value. Number two, discount it back to 15,273. Okay? Then you sum up. Okay? Similarly, this one, you zoom to this one. Okay? Add up. Then, when you have this, that means you visualize this is like collapse here, collapse. So you get all these numbers. So this 1, 2, 3, 4, right? Hopefully my highlighter will. This is very naughty. These 4 cash flow that we have. That means can you use your imagination? You collect these, so now period 2 you don't care already. Because you take expected value, so you have 4 cash flow in period 1. Okay? We bring it back to here. And this guy is called NPV. Understand? How to bring it back to here? Anybody? Step 1 do what? Expected value. Step 2 discount. Okay? Okay. So for A3, you need to be able to do 2 things. Okay. The first thing is you need to draw out the decision tree. Okay, I leave you how to draw. Okay, so if you go to the lecture notes, it's very complicated. Okay, it's like that. Okay, but I'm just basically going through the lecture notes. Okay. Okay. Can you see? It calculated the expected value, right? Calculated expected value. Okay. Then it discount back. Okay. See the lecture notes, you see this 1, 2, 3, it calculates the expected value minus 12,000. Okay, then minus 12,000, it discount back here. Then it plus, then from here it discount back further. Okay, so what I just explained to you is basically, okay, kind of cover over here, okay? But whether here, okay, whether you can get that number 3471, you go back home and practice, okay? But I suggest you don't use this. I suggest now if you want, if you want. You take a picture of this. Remember the decision tree, this is not decision tree, you must draw the branches. Okay? The decision tree. Okay, the decision tree, you want to draw the decision tree, remember, you must draw the state. Okay, and then put in the you understand? Okay, so your decision tree, and then after that, right? If you want, you can add the cash flow. You can put your cash flow here, cash flow here. Understand? So, I want you all to be able to, okay, what is this one based on? 20% minus 20%, okay, 0.5. The price plus 10% minus 10%. Okay, so the first thing that you need to do is know how to draw this decision tree. And then I suggest perhaps put the cash flow there. Okay, remember the cash flow in the assignment is a different way to calculate. Then after that, once you have the cash flow right, know how to discount it back to this value. Okay, I showed you here, right? So the kind of homework if you want to do okay, you don't do, it's up to you, okay? It's for your own sake, nothing to do with me. In fact, I tell you very bluntly, actually, I have no obligation to revise topic 7 with you because I don't teach topic 7. You realize that? It was about to talk about RMIT, you understand, you ask RMIT, but I don't want you to fail. And because you turn up. So whether you want to get revised tonight or what, because if you cannot get it right, in week 11, week 12, you can come to me, okay? 3 and revision, I will go through slowly one more time with you, okay? Okay? Yeah, before I let you all go.
今天我们先做这个，这不往我这么拿。week 等下做哦，等下弄完了。对，我想week 了。
Can you look at the assignment?
我6点半回家。
No, don't go first. You draw a decision tree. Blah blah blah. Okay. 6 months. What is the NPV? You see, hybrid model. 可以做完了。And then do all this, okay? So I'll be very blunt. If you don't understand my revision or you do not know how to do topic 7, you have no chance to get this 40 marks. Okay, out of 40. Okay? So even before you start, you already almost fail already. That's why I take the trouble to revise with you, okay? Okay, anybody any question? Okay, got question can always ask me next week. Okay, so what's going to happen is after the thing